Hey guys, welcome back to the Nerdy Collector, and today I'm doing another top 10 video of the top 10 Walking Dead characters that should have Funko Pops. Let's waste no time, guys, and get straight into the list. And coming up at number 10. Number 10 on this list is Spencer. I think Spencer should definitely have a Funko Pop. I mean, he was a big character with for the last few seasons in the Alexandria setting, and I believe that he should definitely be in the Funko Pop line. He was a really sort of character that got on your nerves, sort of one of the characters that you really couldn't wait to die. And the way he went out was really good.
You got no guns.
Yeah, he got killed by Negan, slit open, and the guts fell out. So I'm thinking maybe you could do a Spencer Pop, just normal release for a Walking Dead collection. He wasn't the biggest and best character, but I still think you should have every character. We should have every sort of major character in the Funko line. And you could maybe do a chase on with him with his guts coming out. I know that they probably wouldn't do that, but that's a good idea, I think. Like one of him sort of like holding his stomach, like, oh, with his guts all coming out would be quite interesting. So that's my number 10. Number 9, guys, is Noah. Now, Noah was a character on this show, wasn't the biggest character. He was in a side story with Beth when she got taken to that hospital. And then he joined more into the main group once that story had finished. And Noah was around for a little while, but I did really like that character, and it was such a shame when he did eventually die and how he did die. And I just wish they would bring him into Funko form so we could have him like a Walking Dead collection. He was a big part of that season, and it would just be great to have him in the collection. Number 8 is a Funko Pop that I can't believe we don't already have, and it's Bob. I mean, Bob was a huge character. He was in it for a long time, and it's just a shame we don't have Bob as a pop. I mean, we're getting Sasha coming in the new wave, and obviously them two were an item in previous seasons, and it would be nice now we've got Sasha to have a Bob. They can even do an exclusive version or a chase version with him with one leg, because obviously when they go to Terminus and that Bob gets caught after they escape and his leg gets taken off.
I'm tainting meat.
So we could have a version of just normal Bob Stokey, and then Bob Stokey with like amputated leg, a little barbecued leg in with the packaging or something. I don't know what they would do, but they could do something very creative with that character. And I think Bob left his mark enough on The Walking Dead for us to get a vinyl figure of him. Coming in at number 7 is a woman that hasn't been in it for a long time. She died in about season 4, but she should have a pop. She was one of the biggest characters in the series, and now I'm talking about Andrea. Now, I think Andrea definitely does deserve a pop, as she has a much bigger role in the comics of Walking Dead than she did in the TV show. But still, nonetheless, I think Andrea was a dominant enough character and one of the most main characters, especially with the side stories with the governor and all that. She had sort of her own side story for a lot of the early seasons of Walking Dead, and I think she definitely does deserve a Funko Pop, and she is number 7 on my list. Coming in at number 6 is none other than Erin.
Good morning. My name is Erin.
Now, I think Erin does deserve a Funko Pop, obviously, as he's on this list. I think they all deserve Funko Pops, but I think Erin deserves one because he was sort of the character that brought Rick and the gang to Alexandria, and sort of without that happening, we wouldn't be where we are now in the show. So Erin he's a great character. I mean, we don't get much of him, but when we do get some of him, I really do enjoy what we get. I mean, we've had his relationship with Eric, and now we've got him going off on these side little trips with Enid. He had some heartbreak in the last season losing Eric, but hopefully in the next season they establish his character a little bit more. But Erin is definitely a Funko Pop I'd pick up. I have just recently picked up the sort of 3 3/4 inch action figure of Erin in the Walking Dead McFarlane line, which has recently come out, so I would like to see a Funko Pop of Erin as well. Coming in at number 5 is Enid. I think Enid is a good character. I mean, she hasn't had the biggest role in the show, but definitely been in it now long enough to qualify herself for a Funko Pop. I mean, she has been a main player in Alexandria, had these side stories and this will they won't they relationship with Carl, and I definitely think now she's sort of like in with the with Maggie, and she's sort of like one of her right hand ladies. So I definitely think that Enid has been on the show long enough to qualify for a character, and I'd love to see one of her. I think she's great. So that, and I'd definitely like to see Funko make a pop of Enid. Coming in at number 4 is Terra. Now, Terra is one of these characters that, again, has been in it for such a long time now. She was back in it when the governor was in it. She was the governor's girlfriend's sister, if I remember rightly, and she's been in it since then. Glenn found her at the prison and saved her, and she joined the group, and since then she's been quite a main player in the group. She sort of sided off a bit more with Eugene and Rosita and Abraham, like the new guys in the group at the time, and I think she's now stood the test of time. She's been in the show long, she's outlasted quite a few people, and she's still going, and I really do think that she deserves a Funko Pop as being one of the main characters in the show. And the show has a lot of dominant female characters, a lot of leading women like Maggie and Carol and Enid and Sasha, and the list goes on, and she definitely is one of those dominating female characters. One reason The Walking Dead is so good is because men and the women both have such dominant roles in it. I know Rick's the main character, but there's still a lot of strong characters in the show. Tara's definitely one of those, and I definitely would like to see Funko make a pop of her. At number 3 is none other than Dale. Where is Dale's pop? I mean, come on. They had the chance when it first came out to do Dale with his RV, and they missed the boat. They really did miss that. What was going on? I would have picked that up straight away. They could have used sort of they'd done the crystal shit from Breaking Bad. They could have just used that, altered it a little bit, and stuck Dale in there, and we would have been happy. They couldn't even do a chase Dale. Dale without a hat, Dale with a hat. It's just so simple, and they missed the trick on it. Dale's one of those characters back in the early seasons that I really did like. It was a shame when he did die, but you know, that's the nature of the program. But I really do wish we get a Dale pop, and hopefully in the future Funko could do that, and they could push it a bit and give us that RV with Dale. Coming in at number 2 on my list is, for me, Beth. Now, I think Beth was a huge character in the series. I mean, she was Maggie's sister and Herschel's daughter. We've got a pop of Maggie, we've got a pop of Herschel. Where's Beth? I think Beth is always that forgotten character. I mean, it took them such a long time to bring out a figure of Beth in the McFarlane wave. They finally did, and I hope Funko would do the same. I mean, she had the whole sort of season side quest at the hospital, like I mentioned earlier, with Noah, so she was a big enough character to establish herself to get a Funko Pop, and it's a shame they haven't given her one, but hopefully they do in the future, and I would like to see Beth as my number 2 pop for the Walking Dead top 10. At number 1 for me, this could be the only number 1. He's a character that we've just met not so long ago, a few seasons back, and that is Simon. Simon is one of my favourite characters and one of my favourite bad guys in The Walking Dead. He's Negan's right-hand man alongside Dwight and now Eugene, and I think he's great. I really do like the character. He's basically just Trevor from GTA. He plays that character in the game, because when I watch that show, people tweet saying, oh, Simon and Trevor, they're like the same. No, they are the same person. I'm sick of saying it on Twitter. And basically, he is just a great character. He is just obnoxious, he's arrogant, he's cocky, he's just a little bit... he's just a nasty man, and he's great. I mean, the way he goes about it, he's funny, his character's great. I mean, the Tash and all of that would be great on a Funko Pop. And I just think on my shelf, I want my Negan, I want my Dwight, and I need my Simon alongside that. So that's why I put Simon at number 1. So guys, that is my top 10 list for Walking Dead Funko Pops that we definitely need and I want Funko to make. Let me know what your top 10 is in the comments section below, and if you agree with mine. If you don't, that's fine, it's just my preference, but let me know yours, and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have subscribed, hit that notification bell to be reminded when my videos go up. I do post videos quite sporadically at the moment, so I will get more of a sort of routine. I will get sort of more of a routine going. So guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, links in the description below. Bye bye.